Why is a retirement annuity a bad investment? Last night, I had a webinar and one of the attendees asked me, do you believe in retirement annuities and stuff like that? And I said, it's one of the worst investments that I've ever seen in my life in order to mislead people. And they said to me, why? And I said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do a little video and then I'm going to explain to you the way that I see it, the way that I understand it. It's not to say that it's true, but this is why I'm saying that I do not believe in retirement annuities, and I don't think that it's ever going to help you to really get ahead in life. So this is my little effort in order to try to help whoever wants help. Again, I'm not a financial advisor or planner or anything like that. It's just the way that I see things. But I was a certified financial planner like 40 years ago. And I'd like to tell you a story as almost like an introduction. We were busy with retirement planning at that stage. And the guy that was giving us these lectures in order to help us to prepare, he came up with the idea and he said, a retirement annuity is one of the best investments that you can ever make in your life. It's better than unit trust, it's better than endowment policy. This is the best thing in the world. And then he explained, in those days, the growth rate on the projection, the higher projection was 15%. But apparently today it's not. So I've done an Excel couple of calculations just to more or less make it applicable as it is today. Now, I can also tell you that I've got no idea how that law works, and if it's still the same, I'm going to do it the way that I remember 40 years ago. So if I got it wrong, please, in the comment section, correct me, because I know there's going to be a lot of certified financial planners and all these guys with all these degrees, right? So I'm just a granddad here in Pretoria trying to figure things out, and that we're fortunate enough, because I figured this out in 1987, that 7 years later we were financially free, and therefore I could live my passion in one of my passions to help and to try to help other people by telling them the truth the way that I see it. Now, it may be my truth, and it may not be the truth, and therefore I want to ask you that if I've got it wrong, please correct me, because I want to learn. And therefore, if I was wrong, I'm not talking if you take the growth and you start from the beginning of the end of the term and you get maybe 1,000 or 2,000 rand difference, because we're going to do a couple of sums here. Only reason why I will do that is if I do not understand. And then I'm at risk, and the people that's listening to me are at risk. So please show me if the principles that I'm going to share with you, if that is wrong. Okay, so there's a responsibility, and don't trust the word that I'm saying, go and verify. Right, now, I'm taking you back to retirement planning. This guy said, you're going to get all that money back. And now I have to put on my glasses because I'm going to do a couple of sums. The argument that he said, how easy it is to sell this, is if you invest 2,000 Rand per month, you get 20,000 Rand, you invest 2,000 Rand, you get 26% marginal rate. In other words, if you've paid 24,000 Rand by the end of the year on your retirement annuity, SARS is going to give you like a subsidy. They're going to give you back 26% of your payments. And that boils down to 6,240. So technically, you should take the 6,000 Rand, 2,040 Rand, 6,240, and add it to see the real growth that you're going to get. But now, if they grow at 9%, it simply means if you got 24,000 at 9%, it means for that year, you're going to get 2,160. So if you add up the payback as well as the growth on the 24 that you spend, then you're going to get the growth of 8,400 Rand, right, per year. Now, if you calculate 8,400 Rand on 24,000, it's a 35% growth. And for that reason, it's the best investment. There's nothing that comes close to it. But you know what? Those days, I had a sharp financial calculator. In other words, 40 years ago, I already knew how to calculate present value, future value, growth rate, all that funny stuff. So I took out my sharp calculator and I calculated, if you're getting on 2,000 Rand, this is a perception. Over 40 years, a 35% growth. How much money do you think you'll have today? It's 67,496,973,392 rands and 9 cents. So I called this guy and I said to him, it's a bullshit story. It's impossible. And this guy said to me, that's the easy way to sell a retirement annuity. It's the easy way to sell a retirement annuities. Now, do you know that people are still using that same, it's like politics. They use that in order to sell retirement annuities up till today. So when do we know if any investment is a good investment or not? First of all, I'm a wealth creator. And a wealth creator is a person that knows how to create, to grow, to protect, and to enjoy their wealth. Okay. So how do we become wealth creators? Very simple. We take responsibility and we follow a specific strategy. The strategy that we follow is the intelligent use. In other words, we think and then we apply to get an outcome. The intelligent use of limited resources, like our time, our effort, energy, our mindsets, which is something major that very few people know how to use their mind because they don't want to think, and therefore they allow other people to think on their behalf, and therefore they listen to nonsense like 67 billion, or assume that. And then in terms of their skills, their gifts, as well as the money that they've got available. So let's assume that you've got 2,000 surplus, and that surplus must give you financial freedom, or 1,000, whatever. We'll get back to this a little bit later on. Now, in other words, this is what I need to manage, to go from where I am, intelligent use of limited resources, to go from where I am to where I want to be in the shortest possible time with the least amount of risk. Right. What is your risk? Risk is when you do not understand what you're doing. This is what Warren Buffett says. So that means that if I'm working for my money and someone comes with a story like this to me, I have to take the responsibility to understand how retirement annuities actually work. If I do not understand that and I'm giving my money to that person, I'm taking all the risk. I hope that you're with me. But any investment has only two parts, risk and growth. So if I take all the risk and I can't get any growth because I can't take the responsibility to get more growth, except to go to another company or another broker or another advisor, right? Then I'm the only person at risk. So if I do not know what the risks are, then I can't learn the skills to undo the risk or to mitigate or to eliminate the risk if it's possible. And it's only through skills. So if I am at risk, how do I offset the risk financially? There's only 4 ways to do it. I must have high value skills. First one, high value mental skills, critical thinking, and start figuring out, is this the truth or is it not the truth? Is it going to benefit me? Is it not going to benefit? What are the advantages, disadvantages? If you are not prepared to do that with any investment that you're doing, you're going to be misled and you're going to pay the price for that. So it starts with the responsibility. So I need to understand what the risks are, what has got the influence. There's a lot of things that we can't do nothing about it. We can't do anything about the political situation as an individual. You can collectively, but as an individual. You can't do anything about the inflation because someone else decides what's inflation. Therefore, you can't decide what's going to do with the interest. But take all of that into consideration. You've got total control over your mindset. And if you know that things like that can happen, you can start to mitigate it and you can find ways to eliminate that even, right? On condition that you know what you are doing. And unfortunately, by giving you money for someone that is selling you a retirement annuity, it does not work. Okay, so now we see this risk. We need to understand how it works. And for that reason, we need to come and do the sums, because that's the only truth that we're going to get at the end of the day. Now, I've done a couple of sums, so let me take you through the process. Right. But we first need to benchmark it to see if it's investment. So when that guy asked me, is it a good investment? And I said, no, it's from the framework that I am a wealth creator that knows how to create, to grow, to protect your wealth. Right. I'm not talking about someone else. I'm talking about myself. My criteria is very simple. My IGR must be bigger than my FFGR. My IGR stands for the investment growth rate that I'm getting. In other words, if this guy says 35%, that becomes my IGR. If that happens in real life. My FFGR is what growth must I get on the surplus that I've got to go from where I am to where I want to be in the shortest possible time. What is that amount? That final amount. Now, let's make an assumption today. Just an assumption. And it's not the right way to do it, but we add and we say we want 10 million in 10 years' time, right? But I've only got 1,000 Rand to invest today. What growth must this money give me in order to be able to do it? And if you go to Excel and to do the calculation, it's about 65% if we round it off. 65%. So if my benchmark on the money that I've got available to be able to do that is 65%, And even if I can get 35%, it means I'll never be able to get to my goal in time. I know that you've got it. Right. So now let's go and validate to see if this is the truth. First of all, we have to understand that game. If someone says you're paying me 2,000 Rand and we invest your money, our perception is we're going to invest, they're going to invest 2,000 Rand. But it's not true, because the company is going to say we get a 9% growth. That 9% is on what? It's not on the 2,000. It's on the accumulation, on the allocation amount. In other words, they're going to deduct all their costs. Now, I'm not sure if it still works this way, but in my time, 40 years ago, it was anything between 5 to 7% that the cost, depending on the product in the company. Let's make it 5% of cost. In other words, now if we do the investment, it's 1,900 Rand that goes into the growth part where they're going to tell you this is the growth. Now there's a difference, and it doesn't sound like a great difference, but if you invest 9%, 2,000 per month for 40 years, it's 9.4 million. If it's 1,900, it's 8.9 million. Can you see there's 500,000 gone just because of the structuring? I'm going to work on an allocation amount because I know how that works. Right. So if we do that calculation, 1,900, it's 8.9 million. Not this billions that we're talking, 8.9 million in 40 years' time. Now, let's take this kickback that you're getting from SARS, the 6,240 Rand. Now, be careful, because sometimes insurance guys are going to say, yeah, but you're going to do this yearly, let's do it in yearly, because then they collect a lot more commission. But let's assume it's a lump sum, you put it in, there's also cost, because it's not only the insurance agent or broker that's going to get a fee, there's management cost, all right? I'm also going to make the assumption, and I don't know if it's right, please verify. If that is the case, then my allocation amount that goes in additional per year will be 5,928 Rand. Now, immediately, that's at the end of the year. So this growth can only apply for 39 years. And if we do that calculation, it means it's 1,997,039 Rands. If we add all these together, we are sitting with 10,958,256 Rands in 40 years' time. But when I was still doing financial planning, I could not understand what that means in 40 years' time. It sounds today like a nice lump sum that you can get, or a total amount. But what is the meaning? Because you see, this cabal is sitting with something else that they call inflation, where they manipulate the devaluation of currency, of rands and dollars and stuff like that. And it's a way to keep you enslaved to the system. So let's assume it's a 6%. I know the government is going to tell you it's lower. Just check your budget and see what happened over the last 5 and 10 years. And you're going to see it's more than 6%. So let's assume, of course that can vary, but let's assume 6%. So now I can't understand 10 million there. But what I do know is if my salary of 20,000 also keep track with inflation, then proportion, I will be in the exact same position if I take that money back today, because I can understand today what I can do with that money. And if at 6%, and by the way, go and do Excel spreadsheet, bring it back, 40 years, that means in today, my 10,958 in today's value is worth 1,065,385 Rands and 67 cents. This I understand. If you've worked for 40 years, right, and you've got in today's value R1,000,000. Now, what are the options? Those days you could take a third. I'm not sure if it's still that way. But if you take a third, it means it's 355,128 Rands that you get in a lump sum. Now, most people that I've dealt with many years ago, when they retire, they still got debt, either on a car or on a house, or there's something that they want to do, maybe a vacation or a holiday or something. So that 355,000 gone before you know it. And that leaves you then with the balance of 710,257 Rands. This you must buy either a living annuity or a fixed annuity, if my terminologies are still right. Now let's assume that you want to withdraw your current income of 20,000 rand. Because remember, it's like you're retiring today with that money. And the fund grows at 9%. How long do you think this pension of 20,000 is going to last? Again, I've done calculations. Please verify. It's 3 years and 2 months. More or less. And your money's gone. Definitely before 3 years and 3.5 years, your money's gone. Now, I want to make provision for the next 30 years. Now we have to adjust that with inflation, because from today, every year the inflation on my income is going to rise. Right, how much money can I take maximum so that the fund will be depleted? There are ways that you can do it. I'm going to give you a shortcut, even if you do not want to do the Excel spreadsheet. Right, that gives me just above 5,000 Rand, 5,004 Rand. But in 30 years from now on, it's actually going to be 28,603 Rand, but it's got the same value, buying power, as 5,000 Rand today. But then the money is gone. Right. Then the money is gone. So now let's get back and see what is the real growth. Remember, there's the payment and then there's the allocation amount. We work on the allocation amount because of all this scheming of the fees and the stuff. If you invested 2,000 per month for 40 years and you get back plus the portion of SARS, the 10,958 day, one day. The growth on that, according to Excel, is 9.53%. It's not 35%. Right. What if we ignore that money that SARS is going to give back and we say we're not investing, we're going to blow that money? Then it's 8.85%. In other words, it's lower than the expectation of 2,000. Can you see? The real growth is 8.85%. Now, what if I needed 65%? Can you see why I've said without any hesitation? Because I've done these calculations in 1987 already. Right. Without any hesitation, I say it's a bad investment to qualify for me or for any wealth creator that knows how to create, to grow, to protect their money. In other words, know how to get to the 65% or whatever your financial freedom growth rate may be. For us, it is a bad investment. Right. For you, compared to others, I don't know who's going to give you 8%. And by the way, if you have a living annuity that grows at 9% in the market day, a year or two after you start, that term that I've talked about is not going to be applicable. And if you start withdrawing money and you've got other income, that money is going to be taxable. And on the lump sum, in this case, if I remember correctly, there's not going to be tax, but it can also be taxable. Right. So unless you understand, don't do anything. First go and invest in yourself. First go and learn how it really goes. And this is the message that I want to bring to you. I want you to verify and to check every single thing that I'm saying. I want in the comment section, if I've made a mistake, please come back to me. Please tell me where I've made the mistake so that I can learn and get back to the rest of whoever saw this, maybe 10 or 20 people, and tell them that it was wrong. Don't say that I'm wrong and don't show me the figure, right? Because that's the only thing that I can relate to. I don't do well with all these emotional billions if that is not the truth. To me, the sum is the only truth. And the sum tells me what to do. And the sum tells me for who I am and what I am in 1987 that this was a bad deal. And therefore, I stopped, by the way, my retirement annuities, endowment policies, and unit trust because it applies to all of that. And I started investing in myself, and 7 years later, we were financially independent and free, where we could do what we want, where we want, how we want, where we want, with whom we want, without worrying about money. And this is why we are doing things. And this is my passion, is to tell you the truth. And I hope that the truth is your truth or can become your truth, on condition that you take the responsibility to validate if it's the truth or not. This is what we do at the Wealth Creators University. We show people what the sum and then give them the opportunity to figure out how to do it themselves and then to make an informed decision. Because otherwise it's not an informed decision. It's a wish in a hope, and a hope is not going to give you the results that you want. Because I can guarantee you that with 1,000 Rand, if you've got the skills, you'll have 10 million. You can and will have it on condition that you do the things that you need to do. Right. Now, I'm going to give you a shortcut today. If this is too much hassle, and I hope that it's not too much hassle, But if this is too much hassle and you don't like to do the calculations yourself, why don't you try ChatGPT or DeepSeek, these artificial intelligent stuff, and start putting in the figures. Say, okay, I'm this, what's my marginal rate? Right. At my marginal rate, if I'm putting in 2,000 Rand per month, what am I going to get back from SARS if there's 24,000 Rand in the fund? Let it calculate. Then you say, okay, if I invest 2,000 Rand at 9%, what are the costs involved? It's going to tell you. I've checked it, right? My calculations, by the way, does not agree 100% with ChatGPT, but I'm not going to try to figure out 1,000 or 2,000 or cents are not going to make a difference here. So when you do that, everything that I've stopped the video, ask ChatGPT, see if it gives you more or less the same. If you're not good with math or you don't know how to do the calculations, right? So nowadays, to verify something, if someone tells you something, go and put in, if someone says 35%, go and ask ChatGPT, if I'm putting in 2,000 Rand at 35% for 40 years, compounded growth, what will the future value be? And then you're going to see that someone is either myself or someone else is trying to bullshit you. And if in doubt, work on the lower figures, because that's another way to mitigate risk. For example, in the property investment program, before you make an assumption, we work on 11%, but I've seen 24% twice in my life. Therefore, I'm going to do the calculation based on the worst case scenario. And based on that, I'm going to make my decision. So I do not want you to blow up figures and think, what's it going to help you when you get to retirement and you think you're going to be a multimillionaire only to suffer for the rest of your life? Right. So if that makes sense to you, give it a go. And tell me in the comment if you are committed and if you've done it and what the outcome is going to be. Right. Now, what if you think that I can help you and by playing open cards with you? We have got spots open currently, I'm not sure in a year or 2 years' time or 6 months from now, for mentorships. We take people through different mindsets, income, business, and investments. And we help them to create a roadmap. And then we've got skill development courses that's part of the mentoring, where we can help you to gain the skills so that you can make informed decisions and know what to do on your life. And we urge you to verify every single thing that we say. So in the comment section, simply say roadmap. We're going to direct you to a form that you have to fill in. You fill in the form. We'll evaluate that form. Some of you will not be ready to start this journey. But if you've got 2,000 or 5,000 that you're already spending on something else, right? Then there's a chance that we may be able to start the process with you and help you. And we'll come back to you. What if we can see, but we can't help you? Then we're still going to help you. Because then we're going to give you material and courses and books in order for you to start with this process so that you can get in a position where we can start walking this path together. Now, of course, if you don't like the way that I talk and the way that I look and the way that I express myself, and if you do not want to take responsibility, then please, it's not going to be for you. Okay? So it's only if you want to take the responsibility for your life and for your future, then I think that we can help. Because that's all we do. We help entrepreneurs and investors to create, to grow, to protect, and to enjoy their wealth by applying the wealth creator strategy, intelligent use of limited resources to go from where you are to where you want to be in the shortest possible time with the least amount of risk. Risk, we teach you the high-value skills, the 4 high-value skills. The reason why we do that, we want to make sure that your investment growth rate is bigger than your FFGR. And to calculate your FFGR, we start with that. We help you with goal setting. We show you how it works. And then you've got a roadmap and you can start with the process. Right. So if you're interested, put in a roadmap and then give me a comment. What do you think? Is this helpful? If you do not agree with me, tell me that as well. And then also, if you think that I'll add value, what about if you're an insurance agent and you have never done this sums and you are still battling? I know that you're going to give me a thumbs down. That's fine. Tell me why. tell me where I've got it wrong. All right, I'll really appreciate, because that's a way. I'll even take you for lunch if you can show me on the figures that I'm wrong. And then also use ChatGPT if you don't know Excel. Or I prefer if you could learn Excel and just ask maybe YouTube to show you how to do the different calculations. It's really within 5 minutes you'll be able to do these calculations yourself. And that is when you get empowered, when you know how to do this stuff, because then no one else can tell you. And ask ChatGPT, what are the costs that these companies are charging on these? I've checked that. They are reasonably accurate. You don't trust them, you still have to verify. Or phone your broker and say, show me all the costs. Right. And then please share this if you think it can benefit other people. And then if you've got questions that you think I can perhaps help you with, don't be shy, bring them in. Maybe I can make a video like this that can benefit perhaps other people in the process as well. So thank you for the time. Thank you for allowing me to share my passions with you in terms of the questions that I'm getting and the answers that I'm getting. And I hope that things are working out the way that it should for you. So I'm Honest Dreyer, and I'll see you in the next one.